This health promotion webcast has been prepared for the People for People project of the Terence Higgins Trust by Jose Perez de la Cruz. This time we are going to briefly outline the various classes of HIV medication and how they work in interrupting the replication process of HIV, thus treating the condition. HIV medications of different kinds are always used in combination, otherwise viral resistance develops and treatment very quickly becomes ineffective. In the UK, combination therapy consists of a minimum of 3, but often 4 separate medications. 2 medications within the same class can be used, usually with an additional medication from a different class so that the virus is attacked, so to speak, on various different levels. We will now look at the different classes of medication in more detail. The first class of medications licensed were called reverse transcriptase inhibitors. These medications interfere with the process by which HIV changes its genetic material into a form understandable by human cells. These medications are very potent and effective but are commonly associated with the most side effects. Another class of medications are protease inhibitors. Protease inhibitors prevent viral replication by stopping the virus from assembling the individual parts which make up a complete HIV virus. If this assembly can be interrupted, what is basically left is a useless strand of viral genetic material which poses no harm to the immune cell HIV infects. In order to cause damage to the immune system, HIV has to be able to replicate itself. Like all viruses, it lacks the internal cellular structures to do this on its own, so it uses the internal structures of the cell it attacks to do this. HIV does this by inserting its genetic material into our cellular DNA. Integrase inhibitors are a class of medication which block this process. The final broad class of HIV drugs are called entry inhibitors. They are also known as fusion inhibitors, CCR5 inhibitors and CCR5 receptor antagonists. These medications function by blocking HIV's entry into the immune system cells in the first place. Many one-a-day forms of HIV therapy now exist, all of which combine the existing medication classes above into a single tablet. It must be highlighted that each person's individual medication regimen is different, and when a regimen is effective it is often not necessary to make changes unless the medication is becoming ineffective for some reason. Due to individual viral sensitivity and resistance, what is suitable for one patient isn't necessarily for another.